It's time for this week's parting shots.
LeBron James is playing chess while we're all playing checkers. Call it a conspiracy theory, but I'm fully convinced LeBron is using Space Jam: A New Legacy as a way to lure Damian Lillard away from the Portland Trail Blazers. It wouldn't be the first time a theatrical grand gesture was used to recruit top NBA talent. Take Pat Riley in 2010, who went full Gordon Gekko in Wall Street by dumping out his championship rings in front of Chris Bosh while attempting to seduce him into joining the Miami Heat. Or the Los Angeles Clippers giving their best Fast and Furious inspired "you don't turn your back on family" spiel during the infamous re-recruitment of DeAndre Jordan in 2015. In 2019, LeBron made those pitches look weak by not only selling Anthony Davis on the Lakers, but on a roll in Space Jam. Now, it's Dame time, as LeBron sets his sights on another co-star who's under contract, but could be open for a trade. NBA front offices who believe analytics hold the key to cultivating winning rosters are wrong. The answer lies in Hollywood, and these days, it takes more than a VIP table at a hot club to woo free agents. Just ask Mark Cuban, who's probably still reeling from the DeAndre debacle.
Earlier this week, Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred reminded fans of the changes likely coming to America's pastime. And once again, he defended the indefensible, getting rid of the shift as we know it. The shift is nothing more than strategy, moving guys to where the ball is most likely to be hit. And it's a strategy supported by information. Now I say information because there is still a portion of the fan base that hears the word analytics and jams their fingers into their ears like Lloyd Christmas from Dumb and Dumber. Baseball is the king of the overcorrection. Too many home runs? Deaden the ball. Near record low averages? Let's crack down on pitchers' aids. So now Manfred wants to see more guys get on base, huh? Should we now expect him to also ban late defensive replacements? There should not be just one way to win in baseball, and teams that lack offensive firepower have to find other ways to compete. Take the New York Mets, for instance, 29th in runs per game offensively, but second in opponents' runs per game. Not only do they lead their division, the Mets lead the league in shifting. Punishing teams that rely on run prevention to compete is dumb. Having information to help your team compete and being forced to ignore it is even dumber.
I happen to be in England for the last 2 weeks of the Euros, and as England kept winning and advancing all the way to the final against Italy last Sunday night at Wembley Stadium, there was one overriding narrative in the English media. It was about how this team, gifted, young, and diverse, unburdened by the half-century of constant defeat experienced by English national teams, embodied a new, more inclusive nation, and how it represented progress toward equality. More than that, the media insisted that this team was animating these better angels of the national character. An inspirational example of the power of sports, if ever there was one. But then on Sunday, when 3 black players missed penalties and England lost to Italy, what did we see? We saw hate and racism and the defilement of all that lofty rhetoric. The narrative had been far too facile and naive. So what's the lesson here? Is it that sport can make the world a better place, but only when your team's winning? No, not quite. That's too facile, too. The point is that sport, as ever, is both catalyst and mirror. And the hard work of building better societies can't be achieved simply by winning a few games, no matter how much we wish it to be so.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.